Welcome to Defense News Plus. In a major boost to Make in India in the defense sector, the Indian Army has sent proposal worth around 14,000 crore rupees to acquire 2 regiments of Akash-S air defense missile system and 25 advanced light helicopters. The proposal is currently with the Ministry of Defense. It is believed to be approved in the high-level meeting to be chaired by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. The Akash-S missile system is a modern version of Akash missile capable of shooting down any enemy ship or cruise missile from a range of 25 to 30 km. The system can be deployed along the border of China and Pakistan. This defense system has been prepared by the Defense Research and Development Organization. Akash missile system new generation variant was recently test fired by DRDO. Apart from this, the Army is also preparing to purchase 25 ALH Dhruv Mark III helicopters. It is manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. The Army is currently the largest user of indigenous ALH Dhruv helicopters. Next update, the Ministry of Defense released a request for information to lease or procure 3 to more mine countermeasure vessels from a foreign government for the Indian Navy, whose first vessel should be delivered in a maximum 10 months delay and the others should be delivered in every 4 months. The ships should be capable of sustaining its mission for at least 10 days at economical speed of 12 to 14 knots. Mine countermeasure vessels should be able to embark lightweight 20 to 30 mm anti-surface naval surface gun, 2 12.7 mm stabilized remote controlled gun system and very short range air defense system. In terms of sensors, ships are to be fitted with a hull mounted sonar and a side scan sonars for mine detection and classification. The vessels will feature system capable of launching, recovering and guiding expendable or reusable mine identification and disposal, remotely operated vehicles, autonomous underwater vehicles, propelled variable depth sonar able to operate in autonomous, semi-autonomous, supervised or in tethered mode and capable of operating in a wide range of depth from shallow to deep waters and have extended endurance. The RFI stated that the mine countermeasure vessels should be capable to locate, classify and neutralize all types of ground and moored mines, mine laying, channel conditioning, route survey, sanitization, local naval defense, search and rescue, maritime interdiction operations and visit board search and seize operations. Lease of in-service or decommissioned mine countermeasure vessels which can be retrofitted to the Indian Navy requirements for 10 years extendable to 15 years with an option of acquiring the asset at the end of lease period at a price as per the agreement of the lease. Next update, the Indian Air Force has inked an agreement worth of around 300 crore rupees to purchase 70,000 AK-103 assault rifles from Russia under emergency procurement. The AK-103 assault rifles will replace the existing INSAS rifles. These new rifles are believed to be arrived as early as in the next few months. The new AK-103 assault rifle will increase armed forces combat capabilities to tackle terrorist attacks in an efficient way. The weapons would be first supplied to the armed forces in Jammu and Kashmir and sensitive air bases. To meet the security challenges along the LOC and forward bases in Ladakh, around 1.5 lakh US-made Sikh SOAR rifles and 16,000 Negev light machine guns have already been provided to the Indian soldiers and all the basic weapons of the armed forces are being modernized. Next update, India and Kazakhstan is conducting a 13-day military exercise from Monday with a focus on counter-terror operations in mountainous terrain. The Kazin 21 exercise will be conducted at a Kazakh training node in Aisha Bibi in Kazakhstan from 30th August to 11th September. The Defense Ministry stated the scope of the exercise will include professional exchange, planning and execution of operations in a counter-terrorism environment which will involve a scenario of neutralization of terrorists in a semi-rural hideout, sharing of expertise and train for counter-insurgency and counter-terrorism operations in the mountainous rural scenarios under the UN mandate. 90 personnel from the Bihar Regiment of the Indian Army will participate in the joint exercise. The Kazakhstan Army will be represented by a company group. The joint exercise will strengthen mutual confidence, interoperability, and enable sharing of best practices between the armed forces of India and Kazakhstan. Next update, the maritime forces of India, United States, Japan and Australia on Thursday started the first phase of the Malabar 2021 naval exercises in the Philippine Sea to challenge China in the Indo-Pacific region. The year's exercise from 26th to 29th August is being hosted by the US Navy and will be held in two phases. The first phase is an opportunity for the four Indo-Pacific navies to operate together in the Philippine Sea to strengthen their skills in combined maritime operations, anti-submarine warfare operations, air warfare operations, live-fire gunnery events, replenishments at sea, cross-deck flight operations, and maritime interdiction operations. The Indian Army ships INS Shivalik and INS Karmat and P-8I patrol aircraft are being commanded by Rear Admiral of Eastern Fleet Tarun Sabti. The US participants for the first phase include the Pacific Fleet's top sub-hunter Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer USS Barry, Naval Special Warfare Forces, Maritime Patrol and Reconnaissance aircraft from Task Force 72 and Military Sealift Command's Kaiser-class underway replenishment whaler USNS Rappahannock. Malabar 2021 exercise will strengthen the Quad international partnerships in supporting the common vision of a free and open Indo-Pacific region. The Royal Australian, Indian, Japanese and US maritime forces routinely operate together in the Indo-Pacific, fostering a cooperative approach towards regional security and stability. Next update, the government has decided to install radiation detection equipment at all 8 integrated checkpoints on the country's borders with Pakistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar and Nepal to deter and detect illicit trafficking of radioactive materials across international borders. This is an important move in the light of developing situation in Afghanistan and Pakistan. A tender for installing radiation detection equipment at all 8 integrated checkpoints on the borders has now been finally issued by the government last week. The proposal stated the radiation detection equipment should be installed within 3 months after the contract signed. This could mean an early 2022 deadline. That's it for today. If you like our work, then please hit the like button, share this video and do subscribe this channel to get the notification of the next video. Thank you.